Lesson 2.5, solving inequalities with variables on both sides. We don't have any vocabulary for this one, so we're going to jump right into the first concept, which is also solving inequalities with variables on both sides. And we can look at an example right here. We can see that it's not that different from solving a two-step or multi-step inequality. You just have your variables on both sides. So the first thing you have to do is to collect them all onto one side. Alright, if we come down and we look at our example here, there's actually two different ways to do it. You'll end up with the same answer, but you can see that there are slightly different processes for if you collect all the variables on this side, the right side, or if you collect them on the left side. Usually when I am moving variables, when I have variables on both sides, I will move the variable with the smaller number, and that includes if it's negative, I'll move that negative. The reason I do that is because if I move the smaller number, I will always end up with a positive value. Right? So if it's a negative, I'll be adding that, and it'll become a positive on the other side. If it's a positive, I'll be subtracting a number from a larger number. So in this case, I could subtract 3x from both sides, subtract 3x, and I'm left with 0 less than or equal to x, 4 minus 3, plus 5, and then I would just subtract 5, and I'm left with negative 5 is less than or equal to x, or x is greater than or equal to negative 5, right? And we could just flop that over to the other side without changing anything, right? We just turn everything around, basically. All right. The other way to do it would be to move this 4x over, and we can do that. We can do 3x is less than or equal to 4x plus 5 minus 4x minus 4x. I'm just subtracting, so I don't need to do anything to my sign, but I'm left with negative x is less than or equal to 5. Alright, and then I'm going to have to either multiply or divide by negative 1. Doesn't change my value, just changes my signs. Divided by negative 1. Now I'm dividing by a negative, so I need to flip my sign. 5 over negative 1 is negative 5. So you can see I get the same answer. One of them I have to deal with dividing a negative, right? I end up with a negative for my variable. And the other one I have to move things, move my constant one more time. And so there's kind of an extra step. It's your choice either way, but you'll get the same answer as long as you're following the right steps. Okay, and then our answer is x less than or equal to negative 5. It is greater than or equal to negative 5. It is a greater than or equal to, so we have a solid circle. And then, since we're looking at greater than, it's going to be a line to the right.